What's up, Tyler? Let me know if it works. Is it big enough on the screen? Do I need to shrink it? Do I need to make it bigger? That's true. No, I was just making sure, like, once it gets like published, and if someone rewatches this, is it big enough? Or probably not. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. At least there's a chat on the screen now in case people ever want to rewatch it. What's up, Case? Good to see you tonight. Also, in case you didn't see, I do have the chat on the screen now. So if anybody ends up rewatching the streams, they can actually see everybody's comments now and what they voted for. Um, Things like that. I was wanting to do that a long time ago, but I either forgot or just didn't know how to do it, so I had to look it up today. Now it seems to be working pretty good. I guess I can just test it on my phone, I guess. Yeah, it's good enough. Anyway, hope you guys' week has been good. Hopefully, you guys had a good week. Hopefully, you have a good weekend coming up. I've been excited for this stream, honestly, ever since last week. It's been an interesting ranking. Of course, all of us probably have way different lists, but I'm going to write down ties in case there is a tie by any chance. Let's see if Charlie stops in tonight. And then, like I said, next week we will be doing the song battles. Yeah, you can share your stats. I think everybody would appreciate all those statistics, Tyler. So yeah, go for it. When Charlie stops in, if he stops in, go ahead and throw those stats out there. I think it's great that you kept track of all that. I should have, but I've already been keeping track of who tied with me. I'm gonna keep that paper though. You didn't keep track? No, I wouldn't. That doesn't surprise me, Case. That's true. That's true, Tyler. I would have been curious too, for everybody. But like I said, I kept everything myself. Ballbreaker was just one of those. If you and I just had a couple songs flip flopped, we could have had almost the exact same list, which is kind of just wild to me that we were that close without even talking about it. I will say on one album on my list specifically, I changed 3 times. I crossed them off and then moved it, and then crossed it off, moved it again, and then now it's in its permanent spot. Tyler, that might have been what would have happened if we would have kept the song. If we would have had the same flip flopped, um, we would have had the exact same list. A blind hog finds an acorn. I thought it was a squirrel, not really a hog, but I mean, I guess it makes the same difference. Case, your lists in general were just insane by themselves. So I can only imagine what tonight's ranking list is going to be. Probably just as insane as your song rankings. I know I was just a touch late tonight, but I had to finish up dinner before I was jumping on here. Mm. Little do they know. Case, I know your opinions on Rocker Bus, and I know damn well you don't have it at one. Shake a leg at one. I had it like 7. Nothing beats giving the dog a bone for me though. Off Back in Black, it never will. But I think you guys are gonna be surprised by at least I think you guys will be surprised mostly with my top 5. There's one that I don't think is surprising, but I think the rest of them are surprising. Wheels at one, that's kind of crazy too. But I know how much you love that song. We'll give it a few. No comment. We'll give it a few more minutes here, and if Charlie doesn't come in, then us three, I guess, we'll start. But we'll give it a couple more minutes. But I do want to make sure. Sometimes Charlie does pop in a little late. Yeah, I'll give it about another minute or two. But anyway, I hope you guys had fun making your list. I know it wasn't the easiest thing to rank, but it should give us a very interesting discussion tonight. So we got all 18 internationally studio albums. So that does include um, Who Made Who in '74, but only because I think it would be hard to rank the Australian versions of High Voltage and TNT. I just feel like it would be difficult to put them in with the rest of them because I didn't hear those versions until later in my life, so that I kind of just want to keep it as internationally as possible because most people I think listen to the same albums before they got introduced to the different versions, so that's why I wanted to keep it that way. What'd you say? You did. I had more fun doing. Yeah, that's fine, Case. I'm in no rush. Tyler, you said you're having more fun in my live streams than your own. Why do you say that? I'm not doing anything that like different or special. Um, you should be enjoying your live streams just as much. Unless you just like the topics and the way I do things. I mean, I try to keep it as open and fun as much as I can. You don't enjoy yours? I enjoy being in your streams. I just I just try not like I just try to keep the streams as loose and as just open and as fun um as I possibly can, I try to pick topics that are would be enjoyable to talk about rather than something just kind of, I don't know, bland, I guess. That's why I like to hear your guys' feedback and what you guys want to talk about because, like I said, Case came up with the whole song ranking thing, and Case also came up with the song battle thing, and I think is going to be fun to do, narrowing it from 188 songs down to one voted on. All of us voting on what we as a whole think the best song is. Even though I know what my two best songs are, but I know they're not going to be your guys' best favorite song. Um, so I just try to keep it as I have more ideas. Yeah, sure. I'm like, you have more ideas for your streams or like for mine? Because I'm open to ideas. I'm trying to write as many ideas down as I can. No, mine? Okay. Yeah, I'm open to suggestions. Um, I know I've seen you do many different ideas on your stream, so I try not to. I'm not gonna try to like copy yours unless you come up with a similar idea. Then great. But honestly, I can't remember all the different things that you talked about in your streams over the years. I just try to. I guess for me, I like to have an engaging topic where you guys, you know, put your opinions and talk in the chat, and I just try to be as engaging as I can in the streams as much as possible with the chat and with you and Case and Charlie and whoever else decides to stop in. I think it's more fun that way than me sitting here just talking. I'd like it to be like almost like a conversation, interaction type thing. So we'll wait till Case gets back, and then we'll start. I mean, that's totally up to that's your choice. If you decide never to do live streams again, I mean, that's obviously what you feel like you want to do, which I'm not gonna judge you on that, because live streams at times, like when I first started doing them, I didn't think I was ever gonna do them because they were very dry. Nobody showed up. Um, it was just kind of random. But now that I'm getting like a schedule down and ideas written down, I think it'll be more fun. I like doing it because I like talking with with you guys. But I have realized in your streams, I swear you get trolls in them all the time for whatever reason. Luckily, I haven't had that problem yet, and if I do, I'm just gonna. I don't know. Can you remove people from live stream? I I can remove a comment, hide user. I could hide a user. Um, but it seems like you always get a pain in the ass, like in your chat all the time, and I feel like that's what's driving you away from live streams and a lot of things. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine, Tyler. I always talk. See, the funny thing is, I actually have that one album we talked about higher than 17, but just barely. So, but I feel like that's what's driving you away um, from live stream. I know I'm a little late about watching your channel update video, but I did see that you had a lot of people talking bad about Brian, talking bad about audio quality of the Tokyo show. I just ended up watching it today. I know I'm late, but I just had the time to actually scroll through your channel and see what you've been uploading. Um, can you blame me though? No, I don't, because it would get tiring after a while if I had the same problem. But I don't understand why people are complaining and bitching about audio quality. Like, it is what it is. Like, I've had a couple people ask if I altered the audio to some of the boots. I said, no, I don't change anything. I upload exactly what I receive and what I collect. I don't change the audio, I don't alter the audio, I don't do anything with it. Whatever you hear is the raw audio. So I don't know why people complain about it. I mean, boots are boots. You're lucky that we even have good quality boots, because typically, in my mind, a boot is not, it's supposed to be patchy because it's somebody's audio recorder in their pocket or whatever. So people should just be glad that a show even exists. I've been listening this whole time. I still haven't been in one yet. Well, that's Tyler's decision. So And I appreciate Tyler saying that for a guy that has put as much work in his channel that has 8,000 subs. That also, Tyler, congratulations on that. You hit the 8,000 mark. For someone that higher up to tell me that my streams are fun kind of means a lot, and I'm gonna keep doing them as long as I don't run out of ideas. So, Tyler, again, I appreciate your words. I appreciate your help, and congrats on the 8,000. So anyway, since Charlie's not here, I guess he can catch up. But like I said, we have 18 albums tonight. We're gonna rank them from 18 to 1. Oh, you're welcome, Tyler. So let's let's get into it. So number 18, um, the album that I think is the worst is Who Made Who. Um, at least for me. Because one, there's only one original song that has lyrics. There's two original songs that are instrumental. But the rest of the album is a compilation of already existing songs. And I'm not like a huge fan of compilation albums. For example, like Iron Man 2, things like that. I didn't see the need to do. But Who Made Who, I wish the reason it brings it so far down again is it's just a compilation. I mean, there's only 3 original tracks on it, and that's what brings it down. It would have been a lot better if it had all original music. Yes, I know that they did it for Maximum Overdrive, but it still brings it down to the fact that there's nothing really new on the album other than 3 tracks, 2 of them being instrumental. Which, don't get me wrong, instrumentals are good, but I would have preferred to hear full songs with lyrics and things like that. But Who Made Who, the title track, is great. But for me, Who Made Who is at number 18. Case had 74 Jailbreak. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, I had to include 74 Jailbreak because it wasn't internationally released compared to, again, the Australian stuff. Um, I, I, I do have it low on the list, Case, but just a couple notches above where you have it. But, I mean, do you guys think I'm wrong for saying that about Who Made Who? Like, to me, it's just basically a big compilation with 1 song and 2 instrumentals. Like that. I mean, that's basically what it is. I think it's. I don't. And the reason I don't listen to that album from start to finish because what's the point? If I want to hear, just Case, don't question me. It's my list, okay? But I mean, like, if I want to listen to For Those About to Rock or Sink the Pink or something, I'm not going to listen to Who Made Who. I'm going to listen to the respective albums that they're on. So for me, that's why Who Made Who is ranked at 18. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So that's basically all I got to say to that. And Case, I'm assuming you just don't like. Do you not like the songs on 74, or the fact that it's basically a 5-track EP is what brings it down? Because I like the reason why it's higher than 17 is because I like the songs on that EP more than the next album I have at 17, which is a full album. Yeah, but they're not original. But I guess I could say the same thing for 74 Jailbreak. Those tracks were released in 1984 to the rest of the world. So I guess it's the same deal. I don't know. I think I just rather listen to them. But anyway, let's that's basically all I have to say for 18. 17, I have Dirty Deeds. I I'm gonna get hate for that. But I don't really enjoy listening to that album from start to finish. Like, I rarely ever go out of my way to listen to the Dirty Deeds album. Other than like Ain't No Fun, it's my favorite song off the album. I'll listen to that. Tyler, I'm ballsy. Yeah, I just never cared to listen to that album. Honestly, like the title track gets old. Studio version, gets old, and I never could sit down and be like, I'm gonna listen to Dirty Deeds album from start to finish. You know, there's, I mean, if Who Made Who had a couple other new tracks on the album, Dirty Deeds probably would have been number 18. I just, there's something about it that I just don't. The songs are great. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm ranking this just as the album as a whole, for personally for me. I never like wanted to ever listen to it from start to finish. Like if I wanted to listen to certain songs off the album, I will, but I can't say I enjoy sitting listening to it the whole way through. I mean, that's also fair case because there's rare times that I will listen to a full album anyway. But I had to really think about this list. This list was tough. It really was. But Dirty Deeds, for example, like if I'm gonna listen to anything off of that, it's Ain't No Fun. If I'm gonna listen to Rocker, it's gonna be live. If it's gonna be Dirty Deeds, it's gonna be live. If it's gonna be whatever else, you know, I don't know. It's probably bad that I had Dirty Deeds that low, but that's just my personal opinion. I never really enjoyed it. But like I said, if Who Made Who would have had a couple more original tracks, it would have easily beat out Dirty Deeds, and it would have been number 18 easily. Would you even say for 17, Case? Who Made Who? Oh yeah, you did. I'm guessing it's the same reason that I had it at 18. It's just not. I am a fan. Like, I'm not saying the songs are bad. Okay. I ranked my list based off of albums I would sit and listen to start to finish and actually how much I would enjoy listening to them. So that's why you guys are going to be very surprised by the way my list goes. Yeah, so 17 Dirty Deeds. So we'll go to 16 now so that way Tyler can actually put some input in. Um, it's a it's a Bond classic, but then again, you are a big Bond guy and I'm a big Brian Johnson guy. So don't be surprised when I have a, you know, I don't want to give too much away, but 16 I have 74 Jailbreak. I would much rather listen to Jailbreak the whole way through than Dirty Deeds, even though it's only 5 tracks. Tyler's got Rock or Bust. That's debatable. Case has got Dirty Deeds at 16. So yeah, we're not Case. We were basically our bottom three were just in the wrong order. We could have almost had them all the same. But for Jailbreak, like I would much rather listen to Jailbreak, Soul Stripper, um, Baby Please Don't Go over. There's gonna be some rockin', Squealer, all of them. Now, Grand Problem Child was on Dirty Deeds, so that was also good. But I much rather enjoy listening. He probably would. I don't know where Charlie's at. But if he ends up coming in late, he can always rewatch it and see the comments. Um, but anyway, for me, I much rather listen to Jailbreak, Soul Stripper, Baby Please Don't Go, You Ain't Got a Hold on Me, and Show Business over most of that Dirty Deeds album. I mean, come on. I mean, Soul Stripper is just. I think Soul Stripper alone is better than 90% of the Dirty Deeds album. course, Case would like your 16th place. This guy. Always hating on Rocker Bust. So I'm going to assume, Tyler, that you're going to have a lot of Brian stuff towards the bottom half of this list. And I feel like a lot of your Bond stuff is going to be in the higher half. You don't think that Soul Stripper's better than most of the Dirty Deeds album? You think that's a wild opinion? Like Soul Stripper and Jailbreak and Baby Please Don't Go are way better. The only songs that I would say they're not better than, in my opinion, is Ain't No Fun and Problem Child, but I just think those three songs alone could outdo the Dirty Deeds album, period. That's just me. That's just my opinion. What I'm thinking of doing also, I don't know if you guys think would be a good idea. Um, I'm also thinking about downloading these stream videos and re-uploading them as separate videos that people can actually watch rather than being in the live tab and actually labeling it like our rankings of whatever. I don't know if people would actually watch that. But I thought about downloading them and then re-uploading them as like separate actual videos rather than streams. I don't know if that would work, but and then people would hear my, debates and topics that can leave comments on and think that I'm absolutely insane. Yeah, I might do that, but we'll see. But yeah, for me, Jailbreak's better than Dirty Deeds. Pretty easy. Instead of talking to women. Who's calling me? I can't answer that right now. They're just gonna have to leave a message. I'll I'll call them back. My phone's going off. But Case, would you say 3 fans rank albums? To be fair, I don't want to get off topic, but I'm going to go off topic a little bit because it's my stream. I can talk about whatever. Um, most of the women I've talked to in my life are less enjoyable than talking about the best band in the world. I'm just gonna say it. Except for one, but you know, I get more enjoyable talking about this than most women in life. But I have my reasons. But anyway, right. Tyler, you have try 26. So anyway, yeah. So I got Who Made Who at 18, Dirty Deeds at 17, 74 Jailbreak at 16. Kurt, okay, hold on, we'll pause for a second. Kurt, how are you doing? Um, I don't know if you made an album ranking list for tonight or not, but we are just finishing up number 16. Um, so right now, how my albums are ranked are Who Made Who's at 18, Dirty Deeds is at 17, and I have 74 Jailbreak at 16. And I do have the chat now on the screen. Obviously, you guys can follow the chat anyway, but in case you missed something or you want to watch back, I have it on the stream for you guys to look back and look over, listen to, read, whatever. So, moving on, we'll go to number 15. This album has a lot of good tracks on it, but the rest of the album drags it down for me, and that's why of course, that's gonna be a common theme with some of these other ones. But number 15, I have The Razor's Edge. There's great songs on there, like, Thunderstruck's great, Money Talks, Are You Ready, The Razor's Edge, Fire Your Guns. They're all great, but the other half of that album kind of brings it down for me. No, the songs are great. Like I said, I don't hate any songs, but if I were to sit and listen to the albums from start to finish, the Razor's Edge would be towards the bottom that I normally don't just pick out and want to listen to. Tyler's got Fly on the Wall at 15. And Case has Rocker Bust at 15. The Rocker Bust hate is wild, by the way. You doing good, Kurt? What your favorites? Highway to Hell, Back in Black, Flick the Switch to me were their best albums. Well, I guess we'll see if you tie with any of us. Well done. You think that's well done putting Rocker Bust at 15 and 16? See, that is a common theme with where I ranked a lot of albums. Like there are some really good songs on all these albums, but then there's the rest of the album that just brings a lot of these albums down, and that's why I have certain ones ranked lower than I would have liked. I actually agree with Case on Rock or Bust. Wow. I mean, I guess obviously I like it way more than you guys do, but that's just because I'll get into it when I get to that album. There's reasons why I have certain ones where. Oh, it is. But like I said, a lot of these albums that I have ranked low, um, half the albums are just I would skip. Not like skip, but like I don't get as much fun out of the rest of a lot of these albums than I do the really good tracks. But I have Razor's Edge at 15. I mean, other than the really good ones like Money Talks, The Razor's Edge, Are You Ready, Thunderstruck, Fire Guns, Let's Make It even, I'll throw it in there because I like the track. What'd you say, Kurt? Stiff Upper Lip through Black Ice were great as well, but those three that I given you are your favorites. That's fair. That's fair. I'm kind of curious to see if you agree with anybody else when we get to the top. You have it higher. I mean, that's the only problem. Then you got like If You Dare and Goodbye and Good Riddance, Mistress. You got You by the Balls, Rock Your Heart Out, Shot of Love. It's just most of that album is just kind of I just don't listen to the album enough. Like I don't want to just pull out the Razor's Edge and be like, I'm listening to this album, you know. That's why I got it at 15. Great front half, great half, kind of good second half type thing. Yeah. But anyway, I don't know how quick tonight's stream's gonna go. We might, if you're down for it, we might get into some of the song battles, son, if you want. If the stream goes pretty quick. I don't know, we'll see. Number 14, speaking of Fly on the Wall, that's where I have Fly on the Wall. Really great, like First Blood, Playing with the Girls, Sink the Pink, Shake Your Foundations, Fly on the Wall. Danger's even good. But then you got songs like Hell or High Water that brings it down. You got Send for the Man, Stand Up, Back in Business. That I'm just like, it's just, I don't know. 14, I have Fly on the Wall. Really good. I think the production on it also brings it down a little bit. So, actually, while we're talking about it, I'm going to print the song battles out real quick. The list, so that way I can circle what songs win. Because if we get done at a reasonable time tonight, we might go through at least the first half of the song battles. Even though I wish Charlie was here, but it is what it is. Let me print that out real quick. What'd you guys say? You can play Thunderstruck through Got You by the Balls. That's awesome, Kurt. I can't play guitar at all. To be fair with you. Let's see, what did you say? Tyler got Black Ice. That's understandable. Cases for those about to rock. You think For Those About to Rock is one of Brian's weakest albums. Okay. I think you need to get your brain checked. Case, I think you're absolutely insane. I'm just messing with you. You know that. What'd you say now? Yeah, I disagree with his opinion, and I do respect it. That's what I'm saying. I respect all your guys' opinions. You know me. I like to joke with you guys. I like to have fun. I like to keep everything upbeat, enjoyable. I just joke with you guys. Why do the lights flicker? Whatever. So, Case, I know you said you just don't. You said you just don't like For Those About to Rock in general, and I think that's why you have it at 14. For me, Fly on the Wall. If it had production like Flick of the Switch or Blow Up Your Video, even I think would have done a lot better. The only problem is like half the time I can't understand what Brian's saying in that album, so I just make shit up. Yeah, Kurt, I agree. I think it's a lot better than ranking it at 14, but again, Case has his favorites. I have my favorites, Tyler, and you have your favorites. So, because you're not gonna like my number 13, Kurt, by the way. Yeah, I mean that. I think that, like I said, that's a common theme that's going to be part of a lot of these albums of why we have them ranked so low. But you'll find out, Kurt. You'll find out when we get to 13. But I'm not. I don't want to jump there yet. Oh no, you're gonna. Well, let me catch up on what you guys are saying quick before we jump in. You hope one of us ties? I would hope, but I highly doubt that any of you are going to tie with me. Case said the songs that are good. The others aren't. Well, that's your opinion. You're also the one that doesn't like Evil Walks, and I think Evil Walks is great. But anyway, got Kurt. And Tyler said, "You'll hate my 13." Well, we'll see. You guys are gonna hate my 13. This is gonna get a lot of hate. So whenever I do end up republishing all of these, one day maybe, people are going to hate me. Here's Case again with his opinions that are horrible. But hopefully Charlie stops at some point. But yeah, 14, Fly on the Wall. Case has High Voltage at 13. I have Highway to Hell at 13. I'm ready for the hate. I'll take it. I'll take all the hate that I can. Just my opinion. Mm. Yeah, Tyler, you're right. Yeah, that does hurt a little bit. Yeah, Highway to Hell I have at 13. I just don't pull Highway to Hell out when I want to listen to an album. I mean, I'm not saying the songs are bad. I obviously I don't like Love Hungry Man. Beating Around the Bush, I just don't care for. Night Prowler is just there. Highway to Hell's overplayed. But I mean, oh yeah, Ball Breaker's great. But I mean, that's the thing with Highway to Hell. You have really strong tracks. Get It Hot, If You Want Blood, Girls Got Rhythm, Flames, Walk Over You, Touch Too Much. They're great. But I just don't pull Highway to Hell out when I want to listen to an album. I just don't. And honestly, Tyler, you're gonna hate me. The albums that announced. Number 13. 13 out of 18 is what I have. Highway to Hell. The albums that you announced. Well, we'll get there, Kurt. We're going one slot at a time. Um, or do you mean like, do you want like 4 stars, 5 stars, 3 stars, like? Because I'm telling you, like right now, Highway to Hell for me is ranked at number 13, and that was one of your top favorites. I know you love Hungry Man, Case. Yeah, and that's gonna be a common thing that you're gonna see a lot of the Bond albums for me are lower because I just don't listen to his albums as much as I do a lot of Brian albums because I just love Brian's voice late in his career. And I love Brian's voice in the 80s. I love Brian's voice in the 90s, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say, I did say I do have a Bond album high in the list. I do. But most of his are going to be lower just because I just don't pick his out to listen to. So what'd you guys say? Tyler said he's in the Bond camp tonight. Kay said Bond gets something higher up. You had to give it to him. That's fair. I understand that. Tyler said it's just because I have more memories with him. I mean, that's fair. Like, my first song, like, for example, my first song I've ever heard was Shoot to Thrill. So been, I've always listened to Brian Johnson way earlier than I did with Bond. So I think I also, like in your case, Tyler, I have a more connection and memories with Brian than I do with Bond, and that's why I like a lot of Brian era a lot more because that's who that's who I was introduced to when I was introduced to this band was Brian. So and I've always had high respect for him. Not to spoil too much with 4 out of your top five. Joseph, in your case, um, all five of mine are all five of my top five are Brian stuff. So we'll get there. Brian is fantastic, man. He is. I love both singers as well. Like I don't have a hate for either one of them. I'm just saying I was introduced to AC/DC with Brian, so I've always had a special connection, a special love for Brian. The first song you heard from was TNT. Mine was Shoot to Thrill, and then ever since I heard that, I was a fan ever since, and a bigger and bigger fan as the years went on. Yeah, number 13, Highway Hell. It's not bad. I just don't listen to it album wise. I just don't sit there and listen to an album, and that's why I have some of these ranked low. It's not that I hate the album. I just don't pick it up and want to listen to it. You know? Yeah. So, do I know your first song that you heard, Tyler? If I do, I probably forget. Yeah, I figured that was that's your first song that you heard, Tyler, or is your favorite? I mean, I know it's your favorite, but was that your first song that you heard? And I don't ask me why I ever fell in love with Anything Goes and Satellite Blues. I can't tell you the moment that I started really loving it. Those are just the two favorite songs of mine, which you guys know. But anyway, number 12, I have Let There Be Rock. Same reasons as Highway to Hell. Great album. I don't hate the album as a whole. I have it ranked at number 12 because I just don't like if I want to listen to an album, it's just not one that I go to grab. There's not one bad song on that album. Period. I just have it low because I just don't listen to it. Kurt, no, not at all. I never get tired of listening to him. Yeah, it is. Big deal case. Who cares if it's my favorite song is the least sounding song? But Kurt, to answer your question, no, I listen to him every day, to and from work every day. I never get tired of it because I have so many live shows that you never know what version of a song you're gonna hear. So to me, it'd be different if I was listening to the studio albums every day. That would probably get tiring. Um, but I have so many live shows that I listen to on shuffle that you never know what track from what show you're gonna listen to. Um, it definitely is. And oh, by the way, Case and Tyler, thanks for talking about me on Tyler's Get It Hot video. I just happened to watch it for the first time, and I see Case's comment saying, I'm sure he had this on replay all day today." And it's like that was the first time I saw it when I put that comment on there. But I'm glad I live in your guys' minds rent free when it comes to certain songs. I'm glad. But I wanted to. You, I almost forgot to bring it up, but I saw that. I'm just like, I have to say something to you two about that. But at least Tyler gave me credit for it, though. I mean, Get It Hot is really good with Brian. I'm just gonna say it. It's way better than with Brian than Bond, but that's just my opinion. And I think it was a banger that they brought out during the tour. It wouldn't be. I wouldn't mind if they brought it back out again. I know he did, but I had to bring that up with you two. What'd you guys say? Tyler said The Razor's Edge at 12. I said Let There Be Rock. Again, it's not that the songs are bad. I just don't listen to it as much as I should. We were all friends. Exactly. And I'm fine with that. We're all friends at this point. So, Kay says blow up your video at 12. That's so. Case, why do you have blow up your video so low? I'm just curious. So what, like, what's your opinion on it of why it's at 12? I just have Let There Be Rock low because I just don't listen to it enough as a whole. Not that it's bad. I just don't listen to it as often as I should. Short answer, Two's Up. Two's Up is one of the best songs off that album. Where do I even have it ranked? I had it ranked at 3 with Tyler. Tyler and I tied at that. Tyler, I told you, like, tonight, you're going to be completely off of what you and I normally are. Okay? Um, when we get to these song rankings, it's basically just going to be a vote. And I'm just going to circle what songs win, if we get to that tonight. Say you all rank Back in Black up to 15. Yeah, so, like, for example, number 18 is the worst, number 1 is the best. That's how we're doing it. So if you put Back in Black at 15, you're saying that's the 4th worst album in your opinion. So at number 12, I have Let There Be Rock sitting at 12 out of 18. 18 being our least favorite, number 1 being our favorite. Yeah, like, they're all good. They're just our preference on however we view the album, either by listening, not listening to it enough. Like, mine's ranked by many different reasonings. The good ones. Of course, Case puts that in with stars at the end. This reminds me of what? Yeah, if anyone put it Back in Black below, I need to. Yeah, you should do another cover soon, Case. But yeah, if someone put Back in Black at 18, I wouldn't even have a problem with that. Even though it is an overplayed album, but it's a really good album. Yeah, I mean, we don't think any of the albums are bad per se. I mean, Case might, but Tyler and I don't. We are just ranking them as in our preference in either grabbing them to listen to or however way we did it. So that's why I got, again, Let There Be Rock, I have a 12, simply because I just don't listen to the album as a whole enough. And that's why it's a 12. Yeah, none of them are bad. Like, I don't hate any album. Some of them I just least listen to compared to some other ones. Yeah. So yeah. Number 12, Let There Be Rock. You said blow up your video. Tyler said, let me scroll back up here. Tyler said The Razor's Edge. So Tyler, it's kind of funny that you have that low even though your favorite song is off that album. Is it just because of all the fillers? Like I was talking about? You got it. It's a filler, right? Yeah, that's fair. Ratio, yeah. That's why I had it at 15. Like the first half of it is really good. The second half of it is just kind of I don't go out of my way to listen to them. Yeah, exactly, Kurt. None of them are bad. But yeah. Number 11, I have High Voltage at 11. Really good. Again, really good album. Like I love Livewire. I mean, the whole album's great. I just don't. Again, I just don't pick it up and listen to the album as a whole as often as I should. And that's why I have it at 11. Tyler's got Stiff Upper Lip at 11. Case has got Let There Be Rock at 11. We were close. We had him. Yeah, so close to it, Tyler. We did. We had Barn albums pretty low. And again, it's just because I just don't listen to a lot of Barn albums often as I should. Granted, I don't listen to studio albums in general as often as I should. I listen to live stuff 99% of the time. But like, so for example, High Voltage for 11, like the whole album's great. It's a long way to top. Overplayed, but it is good. Livewire is great. Rock and Roll Singer is amazing. She's Got Balls is great. The title track's great. TNT overplayed, but it's a good song. Um, Tyler needs Charlie in here to help him back him up on Let There Be Rock. Because apparently, I mean, again, like I said, Tyler, the songs aren't bad. I just don't listen to the album as much as I should, and that's the only reason why I have Let There Be Rock at 12 and High Voltage at 11. We all listen to DC case. See, Tyler, I read that comment right there as a smart ass, like, pissed off comment. Like, you know how people are like, no, I get it. It's cool. Like, that's how I kind of read it. I know you don't mean it that way, but I can just picture you being like, okay, I get it. Yeah, it's cool. Whatever. I see how it is. Type of thing. You're just hurt, Tyler, because we have Bond albums ranked outside of the top 10. See, I knew you did. And again, like I said, High Voltage isn't bad. I just don't listen to it enough. Like, if I'm going to go out of my way to listen to High Voltage, I'm listening to Livewire specifically, Rock and Roll Singer specifically, and that's about it. If he does mean it, then I guess him and I can discuss it one on one outside of the stream. I guess we'll have to throw hands or something later. I don't know. If we get some Brian albums tied in the top five, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt that I'm gonna tie with any of you. Whoops, the whole rest of the list, because most of you have already said my next couple. So I don't think I'm gonna tie with anybody. I don't think I'm tying with anyone at number one. If one of you tie with me at number one, it'll be a surprise. She's Got Balls is killer. It's a lot better live, though. I will say that it's better live than it is studio. Like the like my favorite version of She's Got Balls is the Bondi Lifesaver in '77 off the Bonfire box set. That version of She's Got Balls is amazing. It's heavy. I think it's '77. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tyler, but I think it was '77. Tyler said, I gave my choice 10 some love. It was '77? I thought so, but that's a killer version of She's Got Balls. by the way. Take a guess at number 10. Well, my number 10, you just said. I have Stiff Upper Lip at number 10. It hurt me to put it that low because of Satellite Blues, the title track, and Meltdown, and Safe in New York City. Um, but a lot of that album is just, I mean, Come and Get It, Screw Up, Damned, Give It Up, Jazz. A lot of them bring that album down for me. And honestly, if I'm going to listen to Stiff Upper Lip, it's literally just going to be New York City, Meltdown, title track, Satellite Blues. I don't really go out of my way to listen to the rest of the album, but you have Power Up at 10. I don't hate that. I feel like people are going to put it way higher than it really needs to be yet. Um, Angus, how are you? We are ranking albums tonight of our own personal preference. So we're at number 10 right now. Going from number 18 to number 1, practically. Case, you have Fly on the Wall at 10. That's interesting. I didn't think you would have that as high as you did. But anyway, Ty, as I was saying about Power Up, I feel like people are going to have it way higher than it needs to be. Granted, I have it higher than you. Um, but I think people are going. To me, it's still a little new to be putting it ahead of a couple other albums. Um, I know. But like for me, it's still freshly new that I can't put it above some of the other ones that have been around. But I have it just a little bit higher than you. So you have Let There Be Rock at number 1, Angus. Well, that's funny because I had it at 12 and Case had it at 11. Not that the album's bad. Like you have to understand this. Like I don't think Let There Be Rock is bad. I just had it at 12 simply like I told the other guys. I just don't listen to it enough as a whole to have it ranked higher. I do. Yep, I had it at 12. Give him hell. That's because Tyler's he loves a lot of the Bond albums. He does. Um, I just don't listen to it as often as I should, and that's the only reason why I have it at number 12. Not that it's bad, because that's probably the second strongest Bond album that there is. Um, but so, what did Case say? Oh, Case, where are you even at? I'm surprised you have Fly on the Wall high, or at least in the top 10, I should say. Not really surprised because it is good, but the reason I had Fly on the Wall at 14 is again the songs like "Send for the Man," "Hell or High Water," "Stand Up." It's just you drink coffee. Um, at least one respectable album. Fly on the Wall deserves at least top 10. I mean, it should. I wish it had better like production. Even though to me it doesn't matter about production, it's still a great album. But I think if it was produced a little bit better, it probably would have raised a little bit higher for me. What did Kurt say? You can play Stiff Upper Lip, Meltdown, House of Jazz. I really want to see a Satellite Blues guitar cover. Case, maybe that could be your next one. Use a live version. Well, you can't use live versions. I mean, I guess you can. Just use one of mine. Tyler, I was the same way. 14 was the highest that I could put Fly on the Wall. I guess you can use. Yes, you did, Angus. That you did mention that. Gone Shootin' is. It's not my favorite off the album, but it is a really good one. Yeah, I had Stiff Upper Lip at 10. Again, I hate putting it low because Satellite Blues is my favorite, and the fact that Safe New York City, Meltdown, the title track, and Satellite Blues is on that album, it hurts to put it that low. But a lot of the album, I just don't enjoy listening to it as much as those couple tracks. Do you drink coffee? I don't. I can't stand the taste of it. But yeah, I still have a lip of 10. And that's where I feel safe. I gotta figure out what concert this was at, but I vaguely remember a bootleg that I listened to that I have of a show. After Brian sang "Safe in New York City," he said something afterwards like "bullshit" or something, and I don't remember what date that was at. Tyler, do you recall that as well? Like after he got done, he said "bullshit," like like "bullshit, it's safe" or something like that. I don't remember. I don't remember which one it was. I have a feeling I remember which one it is, but I can't remember for sure. I don't know if it's footage. It's audio. I do know because I heard listened to it. Let me see here for a second. I might, Tyler, if I give you a date, maybe you can listen to it and see and let me know later. I'm pretty sure. Is it November? I'm pretty sure it's Birmingham, November 28th, 2000. Tyler, if you ever get a chance to listen to that, let me know. He did. It was in the San Francisco. I do have both audio of both of those nights that he was giving somebody hell. I'm gonna upload those at some point too. But he was getting pissed. And then, of course, you have the guy who threw a beer at Angus during Bad Boy Boogie during Phoenix in 2000. But yeah. You don't like the wet cigar, asphalt flavor of black coffee, but yeah, saying you feel safe. Yeah, well, yeah, check it out, Tyler, and see if that was the correct one. Yeah, case during Phoenix was when Angus like poked him in the eye or grabbed his nose or something when they threw the beer at him during Bad Boy Boogie or something. Yeah, number 9, I have Rock or Bust. I do enjoy listening to this album quite a bit, actually. Bad Boy Boogie is probably one of the best strip songs that they could have played. I think it fit better than Jailbreak. You have the Razor's Edge. I have Rock or Bust. I really enjoy listening to Rock or Bust. Again, I like Brian's voice later in his career, so don't be surprised. Rock or Bust in the top 10 should be outlawed. Not for me. It's number 9. It's easily a top 10 album. Okay, Angus is going backwards, but it's okay. I guess we're just gonna let Angus rank his and see if anybody ties with him. Don't hate me, Case. Just because I like Rock or Bust way better than you do doesn't mean I'm wrong. I mean, to be fair, like I do enjoy listening to Rock or Bust from start to finish a lot. What's your number 9, Tyler? You have Love Your Video at 9. I like that. I like that. I like the respect for Blow Up Your Video compared to Case's rankings of it. You didn't hear what you said about me playing those songs? I think it's great. I'm gl- I'm glad you can play them. Like I said, I have no musical skill. Kurt. Your comment might have gotten mixed in with, between a lot of other people's comments and chat, so I apologize if I didn't see that right off the bat. Yeah, Tyler, I liked your respect for Blow Up Your Video way more than what Case had it. Hey, I'm gonna tie at least with one person. Okay, so Angus did his top 10. That's fair. I'm gonna at least tie with him on at least one of them. So that'll be cool. I'll write that down now. Nobody has had a tie yet though between like me, Tyler, and Case. I know. I mean, again, there's not much to say about these album rankings really. Um, you said your fiance just got home. That's dinner, and we have three. Oh no, you're good, Kurt. You're good. If, like I said, if I did say something, I apologize if I didn't say it clear enough, or like I said, your comment could have gotten shuffled behind a couple other people's. But I'm glad you can play that stuff. I wish I could play, but I have no musical skill whatsoever. Number 8, I have Black Ice. I enjoy Black Ice a lot. Yeah, there's a couple songs that aren't super strong, but Black Ice, it hurt. I had to give Anything Goes something because again, it's my favorite song, so it's like I had to put it somewhere respectable. But Black Ice, I have at 8. Tyler's got Dirty Deeds at 8. You know that should be at least 9 slots lower. Stiff Upper Lip at 8 case, I do like that. I should have put it higher, but I couldn't. A 10 was probably the highest. I might have been able to switch it out with Rocker Bust, but I do listen to Rocker Bust and enjoy it a little bit more, only because Stiff Upper Lip does have a couple back half songs that are just there. Hard as a Rock is really good, Angus, by the way. That's an interesting song to comfort someone. Someone listens to that song to have to comfort them. I mean, I guess it's not really because I listen to a lot of their stuff. You learn playing their songs, so that's cool. My brother actually, he learned to play a lot of songs. He plays pretty much a lot of different groups. He learned by using Rocksmith. But the only problem is, if you use Rocksmith or something like that, a lot of the DC songs get either muted, removed, more than any other rock band stuff. For whatever reason, I don't know, but that's just what it is. Yeah, Black Ice is great. Again, I wish I had more to like say about each album. But this, like I said, this ranking might go a little bit quicker just because we're basically just ranking our albums of how we have them. So yeah, I guess we'll just keep moving on. We can do some song rankings later if everyone wants to stick around for that. We might not do all of them, obviously, but we might do a handful of them. You thought about learning how to play Rocksmith? Rocksmith basically it's basically just kind of like a game per se. You just learn how to play with a song. It's one of the easiest things. Yeah, that's fair, Angus. I just got over sickness about a week ago. Everyone's getting sick, so hopefully you recover pretty well. There's definitely a stomach bug and the flu and things that are going around, so keep yourself healthy. Being sick isn't fun. Yeah, Kurt, if you should do it. I don't remember if you told me if you have a channel or not. I think I might have looked at it. I think you do. I think Kurt does have a channel because he's tried to send the the link and it just wouldn't go through, but then I checked it out later. Yeah, that's true. So number 7, I have Power Up simply because it's still kind of new and I couldn't put it over some of some of the albums that have been around for years. It's still new to me, like freshly new ish. So I have Power Up at 7. Tyler's probably getting sick and tired of us just talking. He's just kind of sitting there waiting for us to keep going. Yeah, Power Up is great. It's just, like I said, it's still kind of fresh. So I personally, I couldn't put it over some of the ones that have been around for years, and that's the only reason why. It's a great album. I love listening to it from start to finish. Case has Power Age. Tyler's got High Voltage at 7. I respect it. I respect both of those choices. I would have had High Voltage higher if I would listen to it more often, but I don't listen to it as often as I would like. Well, I mean, Tyler, I know it's a classic. I mean, I've listened to that album many times. Again, I don't listen to a lot of studio stuff as often as I should either. Like I said, I listen to live stuff 99.9% of the time. So I'm just ranking them based off of as if I were to pick up the albums, where would I have, how much fun would I enjoy listening to them all? Now, I guess like we're not saying the albums are bad. We're just ranking them as in our preference of listening to them practically. Kind of, I guess I would say. I had Dirty Deeds at 17. I just I don't get as much enjoyment as listening to it as I do some of these other ones. It probably didn't. You can always leave a comment, Kurt, on a video of mine, and what I'll do is I'll share it with the rest of the community. So I should have a video being uploaded tomorrow, part of the Dublin show. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the Dublin show in '96. Okay, so I don't hate your Power Age at number 7 because I have Power Age at 6. So at number 6, Power Age, Bond's best album. I could listen to that Bond album start to finish every time. Well, we're not doing live albums, Angus. We're just doing straight studio albums. Yeah, Power Age is great. Um, like I told you, my highest Bond album was at number 6. So Power Age is one of them ones that I don't think I could ever get tired of. If I had to keep only one Bond album around, it'd be Power Age. Tyler's got For Those About to Rock at 6, Case's Ball Breaker at 6. I like it. I'm surprised. I wonder if you guys are stewing about my top 5 yet. Which, I mean, I haven't seen this album out of any of us yet, so that should be an interesting one. But yeah, I think Power Age is great. Rock and Roll Damnation is my favorite song off the album, like you guys know, when we did the song rankings. You would think there's a tie coming at some point, but I don't think there is. I don't think I'm going to tie with anybody. Okay, so I love the Respect for Ball Breaker compared to what Tyler put it at 13. I hope we tie. We just have to. You would think. You would think somebody would tie. Maybe we won't. So, you want to get into the top five. So these are the top five albums that I will pull out every time if I want to listen to an album. Studio album from front to finish, I will listen to these five pretty much more than the rest of them. So number five I have For Those About to Rock. I love this album. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. Casey's got Power Up at five. Tyler's got Flick of the Switch at five. Very close. We were close. You have, yeah, I do too. Angus, I kind of read that as I hate every single studio album. That's how I read it, and then I had to look at it again, and it says I have. I was gonna say, wow, you hate every studio album. Interesting. But now I have all of them too. I have all of them on cassette, vinyl, CD, and I have about a quarter of them on 8-track. Well, do a different version of it. Do like case do like Berlin or Hammersmith or something. But yeah, For Those About the Rock's great. I love pretty much every song on that album. It's really good. Case hates it, or not hates it, but has it ranked a lot lower than me and Tyler. It's just a really good, solid album all around, you know. What if I do Bratislava? Well, you go ahead and do that too. You can do Seville, you can do Amsterdam, you can do Munich, you can do any single one that you want. Which what I need to start uploading some of the Power Up shows at some point. At some point. Because I'm going to be out of Dirty Deeds and High Voltage shows pretty shortly. So I'm going to need something to take their place. I don't think I've ever seen that interview, Angus, to be honest with you. So yeah, For Those About to Rock at number five. You guys probably think this is going to be too low, but at number four I have Back in Black. Tyler's got Highway to Hell at four. Case's Flick the Switch at four. So yeah, I have Back in Black at four. It's really solid. Yes, it's probably even too low at four. Don't get me wrong, the album's great. I enjoy every second of it. There's just three other albums that I enjoy just a touch more. So far you're good with For Those About to Rock and Back in Black at 5 and 4 for me, Tyler. I think you would. I think you're gonna respect even 3, 2, and 1. Um, I think my number one is going to surprise you guys a little bit. I think. Well, he's not there yet, Angus. We're getting there. We don't like to give too many things away. We're just going one at a time. Stay tuned. Yep. I guarantee Tyler and Case probably have it at the number one spot, but I guess we'll wait and see. But yeah, Back in Black again, great. I just like three other albums just a touch more. Um, Number three, I have Blow Up Your Video. I really love Blow Up Your Video. I have a special connection with Blow Up Your Video, really. Heatseeker, Nick of Time, Go Zone, Two's Up, Some Sin for Nothing, Rough Stuff. Blow Up Your Video is great. I have it at 3. And Tyler, remember what you said a little while ago when you messaged me and said something about I think highly of a certain album, but I didn't want to give it away. But yes, you're right. I do think highly of this album coming up next. Case is Highway to Hell at 3. Tyler's got Powerage at 3. I don't hate it. Powerage deserves to be in the top 5. I just couldn't. Rough Stuff's great. Like, Blow Up Your Video is great. Period. I mean, when you got, This Means War, Mean Streak. That Blow Up Your Video is pretty much a completely solid album from start to finish. It needs way more respect than what it gets. You think Highway to Hell's better than Powerage, Case? I don't know yet. Do you guys have an idea what you think my number 1 is? And we got 2 more to go, but I'm assuming you could probably guess what my 2 and 1 are. Again, I don't have much to really elaborate on this stuff tonight, but you really do? That's fair. Have I said Ballbreaker yet? Well, we can get to it right now. I have Ballbreaker at 2. I absolutely love Ballbreaker. It's just great. I don't care if Caught with Your Pants Down is my least favorite. Ballbreaker is still just. I love that album. And it'll always be a top 3 album for me to the day I die. Oh. Tyler's got Back in Black at 2. So he has a Bond album at number 1 then. He has to. Back in Black at 2. Case has Black Ice at 2. Interesting. Which then I am going to know what Case's number 1 is, based off of elimination. Tyler, you did tie with Angus, to be fair. I tied with him on Black Ice at 8. I don't think any of us are really going to tie between us 3. Oh. So, Tyler, is your Let There Be Rock number 1? One's Let There Be Rock? That's fair. My number 1 is Flick of the Switch. I think Flick of the Switch is by far my most favorite studio album to listen to. It's just completely amazing. And if I had to pick one DC album, I saw a thing and it said if you had to pick one album from your favorite band that someone needs to listen to get them into them, I'd choose Flick of the Switch. Flick of the Switch is the most listened studio album of mine. Like it's great. So to recap my top 5: For Those About to Rock, Back in Black, Blow Up Your Video, Ballbreaker, Flick of the Switch at number 1. I bet you weren't expecting that, were you, Tyler? I just think Flick of the Switch just does not get enough love either. I think it's probably one of their best. Obviously it's the best album in my opinion, but in general, I think people should love Flick of the Switch more than they do. You had a feeling Ballbreaker was high. You were right. You said that the other day to me. You said that I have a feeling you have Ballbreaker high, and you were right. Ballbreaker's great. I've always loved it. The first song I had heard off of Ballbreaker was actually Burning Alive, which got me into the album. And then I heard, Hard as a Rock, Cover You in Oil, The Fure, Boogeyman, Love Bomb, Honey Roll, Whiskey on the Rocks, Ball Breaker. It's great. So that was fun. You guys had some interesting lists. I hope that my albums you knew Flick would be a top 5 for me. Did you expect it to be number 1 though? I think Flick and Switch is great. Like I would recommend if I like I said, if I had to give one album for someone who wanted to get into DC, I would give them Flick of the Switch to listen to first. Flick of the Switch is just great. You think Ballbreaker is good, but not as the other albums. Well, I mean that's your opinion. I just like it because I just love the songs on them. And I think it's another album that's slept on. I don't think again, not many people talk about Ballbreaker, so that's I like the stuff that isn't as popular with a lot of people. Like a lot of casual fans, true fans like us, we know every album and so on. But um, so I got a little bit more time here tonight. Do you guys want to start the some song battles tonight or not? Or do you want to wait to start all of them next week? Cases number 1, Back in Black. I could have guessed that. Um, so let me know if you guys want to do some song battle votes tonight to see what is the most voted favorite song out of all you guys. We have 94 matchups. Obviously, I don't know if we're gonna get to all of them tonight, but we can at least start. Um, if you guys want to. Now, like I said, the song battles, all 188 songs were randomly selected to go up against each other. So basically, Kurt, I'm going to name you, we're going to go down the list with the song matchups, and basically you guys vote which one you like better. And that one will move on to the next round, and then so on and so on until we get down to the one left voted by you guys of what your favorite song is. So whatever song gets the most votes gets circled on my list and then moves on to the next round. I mean, these probably won't take very long. So I don't know if I want to do all of them tonight. We might do some because I do want to save next Friday for the rest of them, and possibly the next round, which means I would have to take a little bit of time to reshuffle them. So we might do some. We're not going to do all of them. We're going to do a few. Um, and like I said, so let me go back and just let you know how this all got put together. Randomly selected against another song that was randomly selected, and then the next round will be the same way. I'll put them all in a randomizer. Whatever number is to each song will get chosen against another random song, so I try to keep it as random as possible. Okay. Number 1, She Likes Rock and Roll versus Spoilin' for a Fight. Spoilin' for a Fight has my vote. Some of these are going to be easier than others, some of them are going to be tougher than others. It's just how the randomizer came out. So let's see who votes for what. I got Spoilin'. We might do about 20 of these, because I do want to save the rest of them for next week. But we'll see. So we got 3 for Spoilin', which I would assume that almost gives it the win, practically. But I will see what everybody else says. Because if there's 5 of us, 3 of us already said Spoilin', so it's gonna win regardless. Oh, hello, Rulox44. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We just finished our album ranking, so we're gonna do a few song battles tonight. The rest of them will finish next Friday. Um, so basically, um, since you're new, I want to tell you we do streams every Friday for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, give or take, on various topics that we come up with. Um, if you haven't seen already, I do have a live stream page or playlist on the channel that you can go back and look at previous streams. But if you're interested in coming back every week, you can come back every Friday. Um, starting around 6:30 Eastern time, depending on where you're at in the world. Um, for about an hour, like I said, an hour and a half to 2 hours. But we're gonna do a little bit of. We're gonna start our song battles tonight. So basically, you're just gonna vote on which one you like, and then we're gonna get down to basically one song left to see what is voted the best song. And all matchups, like I said, are randomly selected by a randomizer. So I know that's a lot of information, but like I said, if you want to keep joining the streams every Friday with various topics that we're going to talk about. So next week we're going to finish all of the song battles round one, and then move on to round two until we get down to one, and then we'll find another topic to talk about. So basically, spoiling for a fight's going to win that. It's not going to matter what Angus or Kurt says because we have 4 votes. I mean, your guys' comments do matter, but in the scheme of things, there's already 4 votes for spoiling for a fight. All right, number 2, Systems Down versus Rock and Roll Train. Rock and Roll Train's got my vote. You said Rulox has a channel? Yeah, like I said, Case, some of these are easy, but they were all randomized, so it is what it is. I will have to go to channel. Let me see what Rulox, does he also upload boots or something? Oh, he does remasters of various different artists and stuff. Okay. Cool. Well, Rulox, I'm glad that you came in here. It's nice to see other channels come in, so I appreciate you stopping by. I didn't know Portugal had a Discord. See you, Angus. Thank you for stopping in. What did we say here? Tyler, did you vote? I'm assuming you won Rock and Roll Train. Yeah, Rulox has Rock and Roll. I have Rock and... Yeah, okay, so Train's gonna win. Like I said, some of these are a lot easier than others, but that's just how the randomizer worked. Number 3, Sweet Candy versus Back in Black. This probably isn't even a battle, but that's how it came out. Back in Black's got my vote. Well, Rulox, thank you again. Like I said, thank you for stopping in. It's nice to see other channels actually coming in. Yeah, some of these aren't like much of a battle, but I mean, it is what it is. Whatever it comes down to, it is. Um, so we at least have 3 votes for Back in Black, which that's pretty much guaranteed win over Sweet Candy, I assume. Yeah, we're only gonna do about 20 of these tonight, and then we're gonna be done. Because I want to save the other 74 for next week. Back in Black's gonna win that, no problem. Here's a good one. Oh, this is gonna be tough. This one will be tough, I think, because I haven't made my decision yet. Rulox, are you sub mine? I don't even remember. No, Kurt, you're still here. You're good. I don't know who all is sub to me or who's not. I'm assuming Rulox is, but if you're not, every help gets. So yeah, number 4. This is gonna be tough, and I think this is going to be a tough one. Number 4, Wild Reputation versus Burning Alive. I think I'm going to vote for Wild Reputation. I think it has my vote. See, 1 for Burning Alive. I got 1 for Wild Reputation. Oh, it looks like I'm going to be outnumbered. Cases at Burning Alive. Okay, so we still got Kurt and Rulox's vote. They're going to determine who wins. If one more Burning Alive wins, then it's over. Well, Kurt, I did see that, but we're going off of my randomized ones right now. So vote for either fact. I've been consuming your videos for a long time. Oh, so that is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like, have you been consuming them as in like just keeping them in a playlist, or have you been like remastering stuff? Because I did just check out your channel. It looks like you do a lot of remasters, which I wish I had the skill to do, but I don't. I have no clue how to remaster stuff. But I do appreciate it. I'll give you one too when we're done here. But like I said, I'm not doing anything special. Basically, I mean, channels like Tyler with High Voltage Rock and Roll, who's been sharing shows with me and a lot of other people along the way. I'm basically just doing my own thing on my channel practically. So I appreciate that. But yeah, Burning Alive wins. Sorry, Wild Reputation. I love you, but you got outbeat. Big Jack versus She's Got Balls. Big Jack has my vote. You like all my uploads from 85? Well, I got plenty more. So what I normally do, Relox, if I'm saying that right, I might be butchering your name. I apologize if I am. Basically, I upload one show from each tour down a list, and then once I do all that, I restart. So basically, I just go from randomize a show from each tour, and then I upload them. Yes, Tyler B is the OG. Tyler is the man. We all want to strive to be him one day. So right now it's 1-1. Big Jack's got 1 vote. She's Got Balls has 1. Okay, so Case switched to his rocker channel. 2017. That is a true fan right there, Tyler. I don't even think I started uploading videos till 19. I think. So we got 2 votes for Big Jack. Oh, Rulox when She's Got Balls. So Kurt, it's up to you. Big Jack or She's Got Balls? Which one do you like more? For free promotion. That's true, you did. So Kurt, if I've been doing this since 2006, that's like early YouTube years. That's fine, Case. So, Kurt is the tiebreaker, and if he's not here, I will have to flip a coin to see who wins between Big Jack and She's Got Balls. Since it's tied at 2-2. Also, Case, like I said, if you want to come watch the Twitch stream tonight, I will be playing Gran Turismo. You can stop in and have a chat. Yeah, flip? Okay. So, heads, Big Jack, tails, She's Got Balls. It's heads. So Big Jack wins. Sorry, Tyler, but the coin spoke. Number 6, Thunderstruck versus Nervous Shakedown. I am voting for Nervous Shakedown. I know Fortnite did update. The coins decides. Yes. When it's tied like that and we have an odd Thunderstruck, oh shit. So I guess Nervous Shakedown's thrown out the window. A year after YouTube was created. Yeah, YouTube was in '05. So Tyler was early. For me, Nervous Shakedown. Okay, so we have another 2-2 tie. The coin is going to determine. So heads, Thunderstruck, tails, Nervous Shakedown. And the coin says heads again. Sorry, Tyler. Thunderstruck got outbeat. The coin doesn't lie. Wait, no. Heads is Thunderstruck. My bad. So Thunderstruck did win. Whoops. So Thunderstruck did win. It was heads. Rocker versus Baby Please Don't Go. Tyler was hoping that Thunderstruck would win. I think I'm going Baby Please Don't Go. I think that's my vote. Case is with me on that one. That's 2. Rocker? Oh, okay. Rulox, you're the one. It's either going to be a tie or a win. Rocker. Okay. The coin decides yet again. Heads is Rocker, tails Baby Please Don't Go. Oh, wait, Kurt just voted. So it's a 3-2. So Baby Please Don't Go wins. Thank you, Kurt, for the vote. Thank you for pushing for that to be the win. The coin is unneeded now. Okay, number 8. Money Shot versus Some Sin for Nothing. I think I'm gonna go with Money Shot. So far, all of the power-up songs have lost. Tyler's going with Money Shot. Ooh, could this be the first power-up win? Yep, it's already 3. Money Shot's got it already. That's all we needed. 3 out of 5, and it's already moving on. Oh, Case is going to hate this one. Yeah, by the way, Rulox, you said Rocker a great live one. Yes, Rocker is great live, by the way. But yeah, we had 3 votes for Money Shot, so it's already won. Number 9, Case is gonna hate it. Stiff Upper Lip versus Wheels. Stiff Upper Lip's got it for me. Rulox said Some Sin, but Money Shot it was gonna win anyway. Okay, Tyler, me and you got Stiff. Case is just hoping Wheels pulls this out somehow, but I got Stiff. Yep, Rulox said Stiff too, so it's a 4v1. Case, sorry, that Wheels lost. Okay, number 10, Touch Too Much versus Ride On. I'm going Touch Too Much. Sorry, Case. Wheels got outbeat 4-1. It does, Rulox, it does. So we got 2v1. Touch Too Much has 2, Ride On has 1. Oh, it's a 2-2. Okay, Kurt, you're the tiebreaker. Who's it going to? Touch Too Much wins 3-2. Cool. You sold? No, Touch Too Much is better than Ride On. This is another unfair one. I might as well not even say this one. I might as well just circle Rosie. But Rosie versus the Honey Roll. I mean, we can all agree that Rosie's gonna win, right? That's almost an unanimous win. Yeah, I mean, That's just how the randomizer works. I try to make it as fair as possible by doing random. Um, this one, I think I'm gonna have to go against the Bond song here. Um, Cold Hearted Man versus Misadventure. I'm going Misadventure. Misadventure, okay, that's 2-0. 3-0, okay, well that's, right there's an unanimous win. Sorry, Tyler. Oh, you actually agree with me? Misadventure? Cool. Misadventure beats Cold Hearted Man. Um, nice. Okay, we got about 7 more left until we're done for the night. Um, I don't think my vote's gonna win here, but it's a long way to the top versus Gimme a Bullet. I would much rather hear Gimme a Bullet. Long way for Tyler. It's a long way for Case. Gimme a Bullet for me. So we only need, well, it's a long way to the top. Right there's 3 votes. That's all that was needed. All we need is 3 out of 5, and it's done. It would be interesting, but I don't mind it not having a solo though. I like Give Me a Bullet, but I got outvoted there. Oh, this is a tough one. This is a real tough one. Um, shit, I'm gonna have to think about this one. It's a long way. Yeah, Kurt. That was a 4-1 blowout. I was a lone soldier on Give Me a Bullet. Number 14, For Those About to Rock versus Hail Caesar. This is a tough one. Hail Caesar's so good though. But do I prefer it over For Those About to Rock? Hmm. This is almost a coin flip for me. Well, if Kurt says For Those, then it's a clear win regardless of what I think. But if he says Hail Caesar, I might just have to flip my coin because it's tough. I love Hail Caesar, but For Those About to Rock is such an anthem. Mm-mm-mm. Well, Kurt voted For Those About to Rock was killer, so Hail Caesar got thrown out. I don't even have to vote on this one because it won't matter. Ooh, this is another tough one. For those the Razor's Edge versus Black Ice. I think I'm going Black Ice. Rip Hail Caesar, yeah, I know, right, Case? The song's great, but I didn't. That was a tough one. But I'm going Black Ice over the Razor's Edge. Battle of the emo songs. So it's 2-1 in favor of Black Ice. We need one more Black Ice for the win. Razor's Edge. Okay, so it's 2-2. Kurt is the tiebreaker. Black Ice. Kurt helps me and Case out with Black Ice with the win. This is awesome. Kurt is our new best friend. He helped get Black Ice to the win. Alright, so we got 5 more. You Ain't Got a Hold on Me versus Ain't No Fun. I am voting for Ain't No Fun. Sorry, Tyler. Ain't no fun. Like, there's 3 votes by itself. Oh, now there's 4, so it's not gonna matter. Ain't no fun wins pretty much unanimously. This one's easy. This one's pathetically easy, but that's what happens. 17, Hard as a Rock versus Carry Me Home. I mean, Hard as a Rock's gonna clear this. $110 of the time, yeah, Hard as a Rock, easy. Some of these randomizers just get kind of easy matchups, but it's the only fair way. Ooh, here's a good one. Number 18. Landslide versus Rock and Roll Dream. I'm going Landslide. Hard as a Rock cleared, yep. So we got a 2-0 Landslide. We only need one more for Landslide and it's over. Landslide, yep. It is amazing. We'll let the other comments filter in. Shaker, he's a breaker, he's a maker, he's a landslide. That's right. Landslide's amazing. So we got 2 more for the night, and then next Friday we'll do the other 74 matchups. Number 19, Soul Stripper versus School Days. I'm going Soul Stripper. That's right, there's 3 for Soul Stripper, so that's a guaranteed win. Tonight won, but I like School Days more. Well, but it's a 3v1 anyway, so Soul Stripper's gonna win. Last one for the night. Number 20. Are You Ready versus COD. I'm taking Are You Ready. Ooh. Tyler went COD. Case and I are on Are You Ready. We only need one more for Are You Ready to win. It is close. COD. Yeah, Tyler. Rulock said, Are You Ready? Yep, it's 4v1. So Are You Ready wins. Alright, so we're going to stop there with the song battles. We're going to finish them up next Friday. On next Friday's stream. So I want to say thanks to everybody who joins tonight. Case, I will be live on Twitch then for you to join in. Appreciate everybody joining in tonight's stream. It was fun. Next Friday we're going to finish the song battles, round 1, which we have 74 matchups to do. Alright, no problem. So Case, thank you. Tyler, thank you as always. Kurt, it's nice to see you again. Brulox, it's good to see you. It's always good to see someone new into the stream. So like I said, if you're interested, every Friday, yeah, I'll look you up, Kurt. Actually, let me click on your name right now. Go to channel. Actually, that must probably be another channel that you have. What's the name of your other channel, Kurt? Anyway, but Rulox, if you want to join, like I said, every Friday we do a stream. So, and typically Tyler and Case and me are the three. Charlie isn't here tonight. Typically he's another one that's in here all the time. Okay, so it was the channel that I just looked at then. I mean, I'll give you a sub. I mean, I don't see videos on your channel yet. Or if you do, it's something about a cat, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I'll just give you a sub anyway. If that's the channel that you're gonna use. Oh, that's just a short. Okay, it's not an actual video. I just gave you a sub, Kurt. Rulox, I'm gonna do the same thing for you real quick. Like I said, every Friday we do a stream. We'll finish the song battles next week. Let me pause this video before it plays in my ear. I'll sub to you, Rulox. I just did. Thank you for the sub earlier. Yeah, so like I said, if you want to join in every Friday, we're gonna finish up the song battles round 1, and then the following week we're gonna do round 2, and so on until we get to the number 1 song voted by you guys, along with me, and then, like I said, after that, we will find another topic. Oh, you said it's just one word? Okay, let me look it up. I think that's what you said. Oh, Malcolm Fan 74. All right, let me look this up here. Maybe you have a different channel. No, I subbed to you. It was the same one. But anyway, I'm gonna call it off here. Oh, hopefully I will see you guys next Friday for the rest of the song battles and so on. So again, thank you guys for joining in. And I'll see you next Friday.